Now we're going to make the text field to be like material design. So I'm gonna hide the borders of this text field, right click it, and then choose hide border. And then I'm going to add line. And I want to set it to be the size of the button as well. And then I want to set the width of this line to this. And then I want to set the opacity to be 10%. You can find opacity under the tabs style. And then I want to zoom in. You can use Command plus to zoom in. I want to make it a little bit closer to the line, and I want to make it the size to be higher. Alright, so I want to make it a little bit closer. Alright, cool. I'm going zoom out, and then let's sweep preview on the browser. But when we type, cool. Now let's go back to Axure. Now we're going to add the floating label. So what we want is that when user click on this text first name, so the placeholder will disappear and the floating label will shows. Let's remake it. The first thing that we're going to do, we're gonna add the floating label. We're gonna use label, and then we're gonna set the size to be 12. And then we're gonna change the colors to be gray. I'm gonna use something like this gray. Oh, I think it's too soft. Okay, I think I'm gonna use these colors. Alright, cool. And now let's change to be first name. We're gonna make it on top. So what we want, this will disappear and this will show. So we're gonna put name on this section. We're gonna make it to be label floating first name, and this one to be text. And also we're gonna add the name also to the line. So why we need to add the name to this widget? We need to name the widgets if we want to add the interaction to that widget, because that's important. Because when we go to properties and then on these interaction sections, when we add the interaction, for example, if I want to add the on-click interactions and then I want to show action, so this is the list of possible actions that we can do. So we need to find specific widgets. So that's why it is really important to name the widgets, so we can find the exact widgets here. So make sure that you name your widgets if you want to add the interaction on it. So you can select which widget that you want to add the interactions. Alright, so we're gonna click cancel. So we have named this to be label floating first name, and this one text first name, and this one line first name. Alright, so by default we're going to set it to be hidden. I'm gonna set it hidden, and now let's add the interaction.